Good morning, everybody. My name is Linda, and welcome to Global Coin Reserve corporate meeting. This is a meeting where I host, and I wake up and I see who is on with me. And today, the two speakers, one of them being the man that is controlling this whole thing for now, and I'll explain why I say that, is Bob Wood, and then we also have Michael Ward. So for all of you that have been here from the beginning, there was Robert that was very active, and Robert has now had to step away for a while due to some personal issues. And Bob Wood was here from day one many months ago before we even went live. And we went live on July 3rd, and I was blessed enough to be the first person in the company. But let me talk to you about Bob. All right, everybody? Bob was behind the scenes for many months prior to us even opening. The man is very experienced. He has an incredible bio, and you've all read it in the back. But that bio is a bunch of words for me. So let me give you my bio on Bob. Very, very smart. Normally when you get somebody who's marketing and business savvy don't usually mix very well from a brick and mortar. I'm a marketer. For me to run a business and to actually sit down and do all of the decisions and make them from a non-marketing aspect is very hard. We got hit the jackpot because we have somebody who's very good, understands the concept of marketing, but is now running GCR from an aspect of a real business, so to speak, and from a brick and mortar mindset, so to speak. And we are seeing that happening right in front of us. The decisions that he has made has put us ahead leaps and bounds. This is going to be something that we can actually give to our grandchildren. We keep hearing that in this industry. Oh, I want this to be my last one. I want this to be the big one. Guys, we hit. And a lot of it has to do with the work that you've done and the work that I've done, but a lot of it has to do with working with somebody who is so in tune to what the field needs and what the audience needs, has made us absolutely explode. This has been a stellar week. Michael, let's go over the numbers before I bring on Bob. We are now over 3,000 miners, correct?
That is correct. Actually, over 3,500.
That's massive. That's massive. We are now over 1,500 active miners, correct?
1,500. I believe that is correct.
Yeah, and we did how many new signups this week?
We've done over 541.
Awesome job, everybody. And we have over 13 million, closer to 14 million coins that have been mined. So those are your numbers. I want you to hear them because those were not the numbers 8 weeks ago. And with Bob stepping into place and taking the role of guiding us on this venture, he has now created and cleared the path for success for all of us. With that, I would like to introduce you to Bob Wood.
Good morning, Linda. Thank you for the kind words.
Oh, you're welcome. Now you can give me my $10.
You're worth a lot more than that.
Good morning, Bob. It's really exciting to be with you. Thank you so much. And if you need me to change presenter throughout any of this, just let me know if you want to, or you want me to show anything. You know, Bob, yesterday we did this lunch party, and did you know in Fiji, there was a countdown party with DJs on the island and big screens and 10-9. I mean, everybody yesterday was in a great mood, and we had a blast, and we played music, and we counted down. I feel like I went through my wedding. All right, now that my wedding is over, and I had the dinner, and I did the dance, what do we do now, Bob?
Wow, that is exciting. It's just showing how international this opportunity is, and it's not a surprise. The whole opportunity, the strategy, the culture of cryptocurrency is an international phenomenon. And most of our people, we're based in the U.S., but most of our dealers, coin holders, are not in the U.S. But it's not a surprise to me. I've known about Bitcoin for many years, but I've never really delved into it until about a year ago, and really realizing how serious people are about this cryptocurrency. When you look at I think it's good, Linda, that we've had so many new people that we kind of fill them a little bit also on some of the things we've been talking about what the coin's all about, what cryptocurrency is all about how the public exchanges work, about the coin and why the coin's unique. So it's good that you and I get to have this conversation about what this opportunity is really all about and where we're going with it. Everyone's really focused. I see the messages on the Skype boards, about the going live activity, but that's just the first step. But there's a lot of things that you and I probably want to talk about this morning to help these new people understand about the GCR strategy.
Okay, so we're going to start with the strategy. Bob, is that a good place for you? I have that board up now if you'd like. Or would you like to start first with GCR itself a little bit? And I mean, everybody on here is new to cryptocurrency, but I think the time would be spent on our strategy and let them do their homework on cryptocurrency is more important. What do you think?
That's probably a good idea. We can give them a little background just so it sets the foundation for the GCR coin. But I think most people on here know, that cryptocurrency, is something that is of great interest and excitement all over the internet, that there are millions and millions of people who are holding cryptocurrency. And it's no surprise, everyone is looking at the current financial systems and realizing that they have a lot of inefficiencies, that you pay a lot of fees to access and move your money around. We've got issues with inflation on our currencies in the different countries. Some countries are experiencing huge inflation. Other more stable countries like the U.S. and Germany, they're still experiencing inflation because the printing presses never stop. And then you've got the concerns by millions of people about the government just looking over your shoulder and seeing everything you're doing with your money. And a lot of us don't need the government, knowing everything we're doing, with our money. So it's no surprise why cryptocurrency has been so attractive and why it's so popular to many, many, many millions of people all around the world. So that's cryptocurrency. They can learn a lot more about it.
Bob,
yes.
A lot of people are nervous about it. A lot of people don't know if it's real. They don't get it. They don't understand how it's governed on its own. But I believe the one factor right now that happened this past week with Wall Street has now, we have, they have now stepped in and got involved in cryptocurrency. So I'm going to just make a statement for everybody here, and I've heard it many times from everybody. How can I trust cryptocurrency? We're all used to the fiat dollar, and I want to answer this question for everybody. How can you trust their banks? Look what happened. As much trust as you have in our fiat dollars, as much trust as we have in the cryptocurrency. When you have nobody owning the concept, then everybody governs each other. And you're going to hear this a little further from Bob when we divide Global Coin Reserve and GCR. So the first factor in this whole conversation is cryptocurrency is here to stay. And it's real, and it's very powerful, and makes a lot of sense. For those of you that don't understand that, everybody take out a dollar bill, look at the serial number, and make believe there's no paper. That is what cryptocurrency is. So that's your homework on cryptocurrency.
Very good, Linda. Very good. It's important for people to realize when they're looking at cryptocurrency, if you just look at the principles behind it, you can compare it to you don't want to have one controlling body. If you take that to extreme in political terms, a dictatorship, and we can see around the world what happens to countries that have dictators, where there's one controlling body that's controlling everything. Now that's extreme, but it shows you what happens to the people, when there is one controlling body. The same thing applies to our money. When there's one controlling body over any particular currency, excuse me, then you see what happens. But then you take a true democracy. A true democracy is a political system that's run by the people. And that's what cryptocurrency is. Cryptocurrency is a true democracy. It is controlled and run and owned and managed by the people. And we can see around the country, around the world, in various political systems, the most successful political systems are the ones where the people are in charge. And that's why cryptocurrency is so successful. And the reason people have so many fears with cryptocurrency is one reason. It's just new. It's just new, and this is normal. Everyone has gives some pushback on new ideas. We've seen it through history. When new ideas come forth, people are hesitant to grasp those ideas. The pioneers grasp it, and then the mainstream comes afterwards. So this is nothing new, but cryptocurrency is a new phenomenon. But it is it's based on principles of being governed and owned by the people rather than by a centralized country or a centralized dictatorship. So that's really the beauty behind cryptocurrency, Linda. Linda, you still there? I think we lost you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was saying yesterday the numbers were released, Bob. 76% of the world do not know about cryptocurrency, and 67% of America does not know of cryptocurrency. So the world is ours. It's very exciting. We're at the front of something brand new. Can you see the document on the screen?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So now we know a little bit about cryptocurrency, and everybody else could do their homework. Let's talk about the GCR coin that you have absolutely been incredible for the past 8 weeks and brought us to a level that we only could have imagined.
Yeah, the GCR coin is, first let's state so people fully understand this, the GCR coin is not owned by the GCR company. The GCR coin is owned by the people. The GCR coin is owned by the people who hold the coin. The GCR marketing company will distinguish the two. They're two separate entities. The GCR marketing company does not own the GCR coin, does not control the GCR coin. Matter of fact, there was a foundation recently set up which is a governing body of the GCR coin. The GCR coin is owned by the people. It is not controlled by the marketing company. The marketing company is purely the foundation to help build value in the coin. It's the marketing company to build value in the coin. That's all the GCR company is doing. We are doing something very unique because there are a lot of cryptocurrency coins on the marketplace. There are several hundred other cryptocurrency coins. Everyone's familiar with Bitcoin, and even when I talk to people, I just talk about Bitcoin just generally, kind of like we talk about Kleenex, because everyone knows Bitcoin is the cryptocurrency. But there's several hundred cryptocurrencies. GCR coin is just one of them. So it's important we understand how the GCR coin is different from all the other coins. Almost all the coins that are out there, their value is purely in speculative trading. There's not much else going on except people trading those cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin is the granddaddy. They're the exception, Linda. And the reason is they've created demand for the coin with commerce. So it's important that we understand that if we're going to follow in the footsteps and beyond from Bitcoin, that we need to make sure that we are generating reasons for people to use the coin. And when they use the coin, it drives the value of the coin. So the GCR coin is owned by the people, and it has something that that almost none of the other cryptocurrency coins have, and that is a marketing effort behind it to help build value in the coin. Now, the unique thing that we have that really sets our market distinction is a strategy to leverage a multi-level user base to build the value in the coin. And there's two things that we do, Linda, in building that value. The marketing company is all about establishing the founding user base, which we've done a great job of. Mike said we're sitting around 3,500 people who hold the GCR coin. So now we've got a great base of people who own the coin. The second objective, and this is where we're looking now, we've spent so much effort on getting that getting the founding user base established and getting the coin live. Now we need to look beyond that. But moving beyond it, we're going to talk more in detail on this, but I can sum it up very simply. Moving beyond getting the coin live, now we need to focus on building value in the coin. And the way we do that is drive demand for the coin, drive usage of the coin, provide opportunities for the coin to be used for commerce. So that's where our focus is going to be, Linda, is everything we can do to give people a reason to use the GCR coin. And to use it, that means they're going to buy it and they got to sell it.
So what you're saying, from if I'm understanding this correctly, that Global Coin Reserve is the marketing arm for GCR Coin. GCR Coin is going to be headed up by a foundation, a body of people that have been, and I'm adding because I know this part, have been selected from, 1, knowledge of cryptocurrency, 2, dedication to Global Coin Reserve, 3, the amount of coins that they do hold. So those 3 factors established who was selected to chair in the foundation, and the foundation is going to bring this coin to market. It has nothing to do with Global Coin Reserve.
That's exactly right. And the members that sit on the board for that foundation, not all those members, have anything to do with the marketing company. We will have people that have seats on that board that don't have any involvement in the marketing company, because their focus is on the cryptocurrency coin, the GCR coin. We're going to have industry people, industry experts on that board, because we want smart people that can make intelligent decisions, and we want dedicated people who have a stake in the game, that they actually own the coin. So there are some seats in the foundation that are being held by people who are significant holders of the GCR coin. But that's very strategic, that the coin is really managed and led, I won't say controlled, but led by the foundation of people who have the interest in the coin and not the marketing company.
So that I know that when I go to sleep tonight, whatever changes are made to this coin are made not by one person, which is really good, and is made by different people. Like, Anthony had submitted some incredible names from the industry to be on our board, and then people who do hold a lot of coins, and then there's people that have been very dedicated to Global Coin Reserve. So going forward, Bob, if some big decision has to be made, and which I love, is because this industry is so new and it's moving so fast and many things have changed. Since I started, the mining costs have gone through the ceiling, so changes like that have to be adjusted and discussed. So you are on that foundation, and so are some other people in this room, like Kelly. So it'll be a group of people making the decision for the future of the coin, and everybody has a different interest level.
That's right. A good way to think of cryptocurrency is it really is financial democracy. It really is in the control of the people, so that they make the decisions, for their own fate, for their own destiny. But it is financial democracy is really what we're all about here.
Thank you for setting that up. That is awesome. So there's definitely a division between the two. Global Coin Reserve is the marketing company, and GCR Coin is held by the foundation.
That's correct.
All right. That's really important because the field needs to know that, Bob. It's great news. I mean, I think I heard, I'm not sure, but I think I heard that you're so serious about this that you've even taken, GCR has 100% purchased gold, okay, and you're going to move it over to the foundation.
That's right. That the gold that's behind the GCR coin belongs to the foundation, not to the marketing company. That's important for people to realize. You know, and I've had people ask me. Someone made a statement once. Yeah, I'd be more interested in the GCR coin if it wasn't an MLM coin. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, GCR coin is not MLM at all. It has nothing to do with it. GCR coin is its own product. There happens to be a marketing company that's helping to establish value in that coin that uses multi-level compensation. But the coin itself is not an MLM coin. Make sure people understand that.
Bob, I want to do something. I normally don't do it, but I think because there's so many new people here, it's really important. I'm going to put on my screen. I'm in my back office. I want you to all see something. You're now seeing my back office live. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See the name up on the top? It says, everybody, Global Coin Reserve Membership Home. When I click on that coin, look at my browser. It moves from GCR and it goes to CoinCraft. The one thing that Bob has done, okay, the one thing Bob has done is separated to two companies, which is really, really important. He has separated to two companies, so therefore the coin is yours forever. There's two companies, so if, God forbid, and we've all been there, I mean, it's no secret, anything ever happened to Global Coin Reserve, the coins are yours and they're held on a different platform. You must know that. For me, it's insurance as a field person, Bob. I work all day and all night, one, to get coins, two, to increase my database and build a bigger team. So to know that what you're saying is so defined makes me so excited and so comfortable that Global Coin Reserve is one company and then the coins are held by another company.
That's right. It's interesting how and GCR is not the only cryptocurrency coin that has leveraged a multi-level user base. There's some others that have done it, and we've researched those, Linda, and you even asked me about one I went and did some homework on. But it's interesting that they're not all following the principles of cryptocurrency, what I call the financial democracy. There's one we looked at recently, and we won't list any names at all, but the one we looked at recently that they were touting that they're always going to be a private mind and a private company, and the coin holders are only going to be their members, which means their trading is only among their members. And it was a network marketing opportunity, but it really wasn't cryptocurrency. It wasn't something that was public, controlled by the people. It was more of a financial dictatorship. So we're seeing opportunities pop up. We're seeing people trying to seize the excitement of cryptocurrency, but they're not really doing what we're doing, and that is really adopting the full financial democracy where it's in the control of the people. The coin doesn't belong to the company. The coin stands on its own. Heaven forbid, if something happens to the marketing company, the coin is still solid and out there and owned by the people, controlled by the people. So you make a good point, Linda, that they're two separate entities. The marketing company has a great purpose and a great opportunity behind it. We'll talk about that more. But it's important to lay the foundation that they are two separate entities. The coin is one entity, and there's a marketing company. The purpose of the marketing company is to drive activities that build value in the coin.
That's a perfect setup. There really is. It's such an incredible sense of peace because all my hard work is not going to go away. How many times, Bob, I'm on my end and that's the field, and I wake up and there's no website and I've done all this work and there goes all of my hard work. But now I have fruits of my hard work, which is absolutely very special. And then the other aspect of this for me is, I've been doing this so long. I've got more product in my house. I wait for people to come in my house and cough because I run to the cabinet and bring out 16 different types of vitamins. You go to Lisa's house, Bob, she's got a closet of products from all of the My husband's laughing because it's true. She's got a closet full of every product on the market. So anything, if your back hurts, your head hurts, anything, she'll just run to that closet and say, here, all these products, I mean, at the end of the day, it's great to be healthy, but after a while you can't consume all those products. So here in Global Coin Reserve, my N-line product is something of value to me. It's something that's going to set me up for, and my favorite saying is, the lifestyle that I deserve. So
yes, excellent point. We've all had a lot of different opportunities we've been involved with. And each one of those is a learning experience in itself, bringing you closer to it. I really like virtual products and services. It makes it a lot more easier. I can focus more on the marketing and not so much about the product handling and management. But we've got a virtual product that's very, very exciting, has a huge base of interest for it. So I think we've got a great opportunity before us.
I do too. So now we know about Bob. We know about cryptocurrency, and we heard about the division between Global Coin Reserve and GCR Coin. Bob, can you give us a little bit? I actually, if you don't mind, I'll do the timeline, and then can you give us a little bit about the future of this coin? It's really important.
Sure will.
Okay, yesterday we went live, so to speak. What that means, everybody, is that the process has now started. The process is that the white sheet of GCR Coin will now be sent out for third-party approval, and that is Anthony who's doing that. Anthony is a strategic partner in this company. He is our advisor according to the coin, and then decisions are made that are suggested. So he is now sending it out to third party. Once it comes back and it's verified that white sheet is good, and the foundation now will present it back to Anthony, and Anthony then presents it to Cryptsy. And Cryptsy will do their own verification, and once they, approve this, they will then send it out to their database to vote. Now, to this point, I don't know that amount of time, but I got to believe it's somewhere between 2 and 3 weeks, what I just discussed with you. Once it's set out to vote, I was told it takes 5 to 10 days for them to allow to vote, and then they bring it back in, and then they put it up on the boards. And once you put it up on the boards, that's when we can trade our coin. That is that correct, Bob?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And it's important. We've had a lot of questions about, what's the price of the coin and, what's the price going to be. We can answer both those questions with, we don't know because we don't control it. This is controlled by the people. This is controlled by the market. But you're absolutely right. That's the timeline. That's what has to happen. A legitimate company like Cryptsy's one of the largest public exchanges out there for cryptocurrency. They don't just take on anybody. They have to go through their own vetting process. So we're in that process now of going live. So yesterday was our official launch of going live, which means we've started the process of moving our coin to the public exchange. But there's some steps that have to go through it. Cryptsy will establish an opening price on it. But that really isn't important because the market's going to dictate that price. There's nothing magic about cryptocurrency. It really is like any other public exchange, whether it is stocks and bonds, precious metals, commodities. The market determines the value. The market determines the price. It's all based on principles of supply and demand. The higher the demand, the higher the price. Lower the demand, lower the price.
Can I know you just said that you can't control the price and you can't determine the price, and I know that for sure. But I, as a field person, and if this whole database and the whole field continues growing at the rate we're going, does that help the price?
Yes, it does. The larger the base, the less volatile the price. And looking at the big picture, people ask a lot about, well, well, Bitcoin's price is all over the board. What's wrong? I tell them, there's nothing wrong. I said, it's just that relative to other public exchanges, Bitcoin still has a very small user base, and it has millions of holders of its coin. But when you have a smaller user base, trading movement, significant trading movement can affect that price. So just looking at Bitcoin, here in the recent past, we've seen the price dropping. All that means is there have been people who've been selling the coin, people who've wanted to sell the coin, and the people who are willing to buy the coin, are going to buy it at a lower price because people want to sell it. But the smaller the base, the more volatile the price. The larger the base, the more stable the price. So as the base of Bitcoin grows, the price will stabilize. It will start leveling out like other largely traded commodities when you're looking at stocks and gold and silver as an example. The same thing for GCR. GCR right now is a small base of 3,500 users. You take someone who says, okay, I'm holding 500,000 GCR coins, and I want to go ahead and sell those. Well, that large of a movement on the GCR coin market is going to affect the price. It's going to drive the price down. But it's the same founding principles, Linda, for any public exchange. It's just supply and demand. No magic there.
Okay, so I was told that, and tell me if I'm correct, that you and Anthony collectively together is going to give us a handbook, like, sell 2% now, or sell 5% now, or look at your amount of money that you put into the company and do this, do that. We're getting a handbook so that all of us don't run the day that it opens and make this, it's very easy to go up and down. But I think, Bob, and I could speak for my team, and my team is in this room because I'm number one in the company, that we're looking for long-term play. So everything that you do, we would ask you, this whole room will ask you to keep it as a long-term play. We're looking for something that we can create a legacy and give to our grandchildren.
That's right. And we don't want people to solely focus on that the GCR coin is their financial savior. It's not, it's not the vehicle they're going to get rich on, just the GCR coin. That we provide a couple opportunities. We like people to make a lot more money in the marketing activities that are building value in the GCR coin. So you need to look at all the income opportunities. The GCR coin is one of them, but if you can also focus on the marketing activities as income opportunities, then you can kind of spread those opportunities around and don't focus so much on, I've got to sell my coins, to make the money. No, you can engage in the marketing activities we'll talk about moving forward, and make money on those as well as the value that you build in the GCR coin. There's a synergy there, Linda. The more commerce we can drive with the coin, the higher the value of the coin. So you can make money in those activities as well as build the value of the coins you're holding.
I so agree with you. Our compensation plan is incredible, but I also know, and I want my team to hear that not only is it just the compensation plan, but you're hard at work to bringing out 2 to 3, 4 new products as we move forward. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. We're going to have, to date, and this really moves more into the kind of life cycle of GCR, for the last 6 months we've been engaged in what I call phase 1, the pre-launch phase. And the whole goal of that phase was to establish a founding trading market. And the only way you can get coins is through the mining of those coins. So our sole product to date has been the sales of mining services, which we engaged a multi-level sales force to sell our mining services and to earn commissions on the sales of those mining services. So it provided an income opportunity for selling mining services to all of our dealers, and it helped to establish the founding trading market. There's always a synergy in what we're doing here. But that was phase 1. But as you said, moving forward, we're going to see other services available as income opportunities in addition to our initial service, which was the mining service. Mining service will continue, but we'll add more to it.
Bob, I'm dying. I'm jumping up and down on my seat. You know, I've been doing this for 40 years, and I always write. I used to write a lot. You know, first move is advantage. First move is advantage. Hurry up. You know, don't go to the bathroom. Just straight to your computer type of thing. This is the first time that first move is advantage really meant something because everybody here holds coins. And once we do go to the open source and we go to the public, it'll be a little bit harder to get coins. So everybody here, congratulations, because you're getting coins at the rate you're not going to ever get again. Every day, more and more people come into the company. That the harder it is to mine these coins. So everybody here, truly, Bob, it's the first time that I really had, and I shared with everybody. First move is advantage. So like, I want to clap for everybody right now.
Yeah, it is. We're really right in the second phase of the company. Yesterday we officially launched the coin, which means now the coin is on its way to the exchange. It is on the path. We've released it. It's on its way to the exchange, and it's going through that process, and we call that the launch phase. And that's where you're going to see the coin on the public exchange. You're going to see merchants that will take the GCR coin in trade for their goods and services. That's all the launch phase. And then we move into the third phase. We don't know how long the launch phase is. Like I said, there's a process of even getting the coin available on the exchange, and that's a multi-week process for everyone to go through, do their due diligence, and get it on there. But along with getting it on the public exchange and tradable, we already lined up several merchants who said they'll take GCR coins for their products once the product is publicly tradable. And there's kind of an unsaid thing that goes along with that, and that's once the value has leveled off. We don't think that's going to take long, but it goes on the public exchange, it's publicly tradable, and the value is stable, whatever the price is. Wherever it stabilizes, the merchant's going to say, okay, I know now that I'll go ahead and take GCR coins, and the price isn't going to drop in 10 seconds. The price just leveled off. But that's all part of the launching is promoting merchants that said they'll take their GCR coins for their goods and services, along with continuing education on cryptocurrency and on the GCR coin opportunity. That's all what we call the launch or the phase 2, Linda. But really, our focus now that we're past January 29th, the date that we promised and delivered for the launch of the coin, is phase 3, and that is building value in the coin. I know that's really what we wanted to focus on our call today.
I agree with you. We have a question here, and I think I can answer it. Will there be other platforms besides Cryptsy? Gear, yes, there will be. As soon as we open on Cryptsy, there's plans to look at 3 to 4 other platforms. I know that Cryptsy is not in every country. I also know that if you don't have a bank account, Cryptsy will not give you an account. So the answer to that question is yes, they are looking. I had asked that of Anthony. They are looking at many platforms. So, there's a lot of people in the room, Bob, that are nervous because they couldn't get their Cryptsy open. Cryptsy is giving them a very hard time with their, Cryptsy is not even in Belize. So they got very nervous. So your plans of going beyond Cryptsy, can you share that?
Yes, well, definitely. We had to focus on one platform, so we wanted to pick up, one of the biggest, most popular platforms, and that's why we selected Cryptsy. Once we're on Cryptsy, it becomes very easy to go into the other platforms because Cryptsy is kind of like the IBM. You're always safe buying IBM. Well, if we're on Cryptsy, then the other exchanges look and say, oh, well, you're on Cryptsy, then we'll take you on our exchange as well. So that kind of establishes our credibility being on Cryptsy. And Cryptsy, is a credible company. They're well known for certified cryptologists, kind of the industry experts in their company, and they go through very extreme due diligence in making sure. So they have a lot of credibility in the industry. Once we're up on Cryptsy, it will be very easy for us to move over to not move over, but to add to Cryptsy some other public exchanges. We have not identified which exchanges. We're openly looking at those right now. We just know strategically that'll be easy to go on the different exchanges. I just got an interesting email. Was it this week or last week? Might have been this week. My days all run together, Linda. As you know, you and I work 24/7. I got an email from Coinbase, where we hold most of our wallets. Coinbase announcing that they're opening up a public exchange. So we'll be looking at that one as well to see if that one makes sense for the coin. And again, that's a decision being made by the foundation, not the marketing company. So that's something the foundation will be looking at. The marketing company has its own purpose, but the decision on what exchanges we go on, that's going to be a GCR Coin Foundation decision. But we will be moving on to multiple exchanges because not all the exchanges, serve the entire world.
Okay, that's awesome. I just got to define something for some people who have some questions even on Skype. Let me explain how this works so you all understand, because it seems like I'm getting questions. Global Coin Reserve is right now, Bob is the acting CEO, and Michael is a partner. Bob runs the company. Michael has a department that is customer service and compliance. Under compliance, there's two staff members, full-time staff members. Under customer support, there's English and Spanish customer support that Michael is developing, and their answer time has really been cut down. And then there's an editor that's on staff. There's a translator that's on staff. I want you to realize how many people that are involved in this company. There is 2 different marketing people. Okay, and then we developed, thanks to Bob, the FAB. It's the Field Advisory Board. And Lisa holds a chair there. All right, Christina, Sasser and Ruben hold the chair. That is the team that is the voice of everybody in this company. I am blessed enough to run that division, or whatever you want to call it, FAB, but that's the voice of you. So it's not just a small little company that is, and it's so funny because it's a new company, but it's developed into many, many people and many departments that are working together, because you also have the outside, the outside expert, Anthony, running his team on cryptocurrency. And Anthony has, I think, 7 programmers, and he's got a lot of things going on, and he's doing a lot of things at the same time. For those of you that don't know, and I'm going to let you guys know, Bob and I have spoken at length about this. It looks like the company will go towards Australia sometime in March, on to India. Okay, we're going to go out. We're going to go out, and we're going to support everybody in this room. And then I'm going on my way, and I'm being relocated to the Philippines for 6 months to help enhance the GCR coin. So this company, although it's new, it's got an infrastructure that's not to be believed. And, a lot of it's been very new because of Bob. And I'm just watching everything evolve, and it's just amazing. It's absolutely amazing. There's many parts to this. I mean, Michael, you've got a customer support team in English and Spanish, and we're ready to jump. You're willing to put on any language if the database is there. Is that, and I think we're in 104 countries. Is that correct, Bob? 104?
Yeah, I think the number, it's somewhere around there. I know the number is over 100 different countries we're in.
I mean, so we're talking about a big company here. Guys, I mean, we're building an empire that's going to last forever. And that's really what I think Bob is trying to do. I'm excited that you're very open to looking at opportunities for us to make money with our coin, just not our coin, Bob.
That's right. Yeah, we have, and I see that as a synergistic activity that we provide income opportunities for the dealers of GCR, the marketing company, so they can make money in activities that drive the value of the coin. So very synergistic. So that's why I mentioned earlier that your income opportunities aren't just in the value of your coin that you can eventually sell, but also in you can make money in building value for the GCR coin. So very, very synergistic. And we've got a lot of things planned, but that's phase 3. which will be coming shortly. But to sum it all up, it's basically commerce. It's driving commerce. It's driving a reason for people to use the GCR coin. So we're going to see things, Linda, in that commerce phase where our GCR dealers are going to be able to have their own commerce platforms with products that they can then offer that are being drop shipped by various companies, where our dealers can earn retail profit on those, basically buy wholesale, sell retail. But the key to that are those transactions are being done in GCR coins. So there's a profit opportunity for our dealers to earn the retail profit, but the strategic move is it causes the trading of GCR coin, which builds trading volume. So the value of the cryptocurrency in any commodity, publicly traded commodity, is the trading market, the size of the trading market, and trading volume, which is the size of the transactions, the total transactions used on a daily basis. So we want to do things to drive the trading volume. So that's what these e-commerce, these commerce platforms are going to be. We're providing the dealers.
Bob,
a way for them
I
to transact. Yes.
I shared one on the screen right now. Short of you signing a contract, we're done. So everybody, this is one of the products, one of the lines, and it's a company that's been around. It's over 98 years old. It holds the license of Disney for watches. They want to be with GCR very much, and they're very excited about working with GCR.
Yeah, this is good, and this is just the tip of the iceberg.
Correct.
There are, I believe you told me once, Linda, that you read there were over 3 million merchants who take Bitcoins, who will take Bitcoins. And you may ask, well, why would they take Bitcoin? And the reason is it's a way for them to expand their base of customers, because now they can tap into people who have Bitcoins, now that they'll buy from them because they have Bitcoins. We do the same thing. There are a lot of merchants are saying, yeah, we'll take GCR coin. We'd love to take GCR coin. I said, as soon as you guys are out there and the coin's tradable, we'll take GCR coins for our products and services. So we're already hearing that from a lot of companies, so we'll start promoting those. But the fundamental strategy is to provide a reason for people to use the GCR coin, because that drives trading volume, which helps to build the price of the GCR coin.
Okay, awesome. I have a question here. What happened to Robert? I'll answer that question. Robert got to step down or step out for a moment because of some family commitments. Robert is very much a very important person in all of our lives, but at this point, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I've learned my lesson. I missed my granddaughter's birth because I was out on the road. Family is number one. And when family is number one, that's the most important thing. So I answered that question. Mark is asking, should I join Cripsy? Mark, we asked the whole entire database to join Cripsy. One, because when we go out to vote, the more votes we have, the more insurance we have to be on that Cripsy board. So, yes, you should be joining Cripsy. And it is a little bit of a process. You got to take pictures, and you got to be standing with your passport on your face. And me, I had to make sure I had makeup on. It was a whole big thing. But seriously, Cripsy is the place that we're going to ask the database to actually vote. And yes, every single place, whether it's Coinbase, whether it's Kraken, whether it's Cripsy, always do what they ask to be verified to take in and to take out the most money available. We've answered all those questions now.
Yeah, I think it's important also, Linda, that we communicate, because I heard from some new people that hadn't gotten the message that we need them to set up their own Cripsy account for two reasons. Number one, so they can vote for the GCR coin when Cripsy makes it available to vote on. But number two, they can also buy Bitcoins from Cripsy. If they want to pay for services here with GCR for mining services, and they want to pay in Bitcoins, they can buy those Bitcoins on Cripsy put them into their wallet, wherever their wallet is, and then make the payment to GCR through that. The reason that's important is if you're purchasing, if you're an active customer buying stuff from Cripsy, you get more votes. So everyone just with a membership gets one vote, but if you're transacting with Cripsy, then they give you more votes on the coin. So we want people, when you go to buy Bitcoins, buy them through Cripsy, and now you're going to have more votes to vote for the GCR coin when it becomes available for vote.
Yesterday we had this great meeting, and it was very exciting. And you have expressed to me as the field and a head of Fab that you want nothing hidden. You want everything out in the open. You want to be transparent. And, you don't stop us from ever asking anything, even if it's a negative question. And there was definitely concern yesterday, Bob, with STP. One, because of the 7%, and two, because of the length of time. Can we discuss that?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Very important to everybody here.
Yeah, and Laura, there's pros and cons to everything we look at. We initially did not take credit cards because credit cards have a very high risk of fraud associated with them. So we only took Bitcoins initially. When we first opened up, you remember, Linda, we only took Bitcoins. So you had to go and set up a Bitcoin wallet. That was hampering growth because, again, it took time to set up your Bitcoin wallet. Most people don't already have one. Few people already have their own wallets. So it took time, and you had to go through and get approved, and that could take several days to get that done. So we looked at other alternatives, but our criteria was we didn't want to just open up a standard merchant account that then had the potential for the fraud on the cards. So we ran into STP, or we were actually introduced to STP, and we looked at their opportunity, and really the main reason I decided to go with STP is that they had an extra process in place to help control better the fraud potential in the credit card industry. That's the good side of it, is they actually physically verify every transaction to make sure it really was you using your card and someone hadn't stolen your card or something. Now the downside of that is that takes time. So, and that's what people have been experiencing mostly, is the time delay for them doing the verification. You may pay one day, but it doesn't show up in your GCR back office as a paid transaction, for a couple days. So the time delay there, it's there for a reason. It's because they have to go through a verification process on the transaction. So that's the main issue with STP. We're aware of that. We've had to weigh the pros and cons, but we are looking at other instruments for making your payments. For example, we just announced recently, and I think it's been accepted wildly, the new company wallet, the GCR wallet. This is the wallet in the marketing company, not the GCR coin wallet. But the GCR coin, GCR marketing company wallet now allows you to make payments out of that wallet. And those payments, the money in your wallet can come from either your earnings, or it could be loaded onto your wallet through money you transfer to the company. And that's been wildly successful. So that's one we looked at recently, Linda. And we'll look at others also. We want to make it, easy, quick, painful, as least expensive as possible. Matter of fact, if you load the wallet, if you load your wallet and you do it with a direct deposit, you can do that for free. We happen to be on a credit union network. I think it's just national, not international. I'll have to confirm that. We've had some people walk into the credit union, do a deposit, and it is put into the corporate account immediately. There are no fees associated with it, and the money gets loaded into their wallet real quickly, usually within the hour. So that's the quickest and easiest way. But we're looking at other ways also, because we know we have dealers all over the world. So we're continually looking at ways of making that easier.
I'm hearing, oh my God, it takes so long for STP. I'm missing mining, but once you're upgraded and activated, your 30 days start from there, not from when you made the deposit, right, Bob? So
that's right. That's right. You're not losing any mining services at all.
Yeah.
We'd like to speed that process up because it could affect your advancement in the marketing company, and we're looking at ways to help try to do that. We're looking at ways of improving STP as well as looking at other vehicles for making payments.
Thank you. Thank you. Are there any questions? I think we've answered all of them, but this is a Q&A, and we do have the owners here in the house, so if you have any questions, please type them. They're here to answer your questions, which is really nice to be transparent and make sure that everybody has every answer. It's not the norm in this industry, but it seems to be the norm in this company, and I love it. So if you have any questions, please type them.
Well, you know, Linda, you remind me the most successful organizations are those where the triangle's turned upside down. You don't have a king at the top that's dictating everyone. When it's turned around, the best leaders have a servant mentality, and I've seen that in you, Linda. When you see yourself, below everyone else, serving everyone, those are the most successful leaders. And we try to adopt that same philosophy here. Is the people are in charge. It's the people that we serve that are most important. It's not some head of a company or a head of a leading group, that's the most important. It's really the base that's the most important. So we try to adopt the same philosophy that you have, Linda.
Thank you. I have a question here, Bob, from Gear. How do we sell or transfer our coins to Cryptsy? Before you answer that, guys, there is a brand new wallet coming out. It should be out in the next 2 or 3 days. It will come out in English and then be transferred into Spanish, but there's a new downloadable wallet for the coins coming out. But, Bob, how will we be able to transfer our coins to Cryptsy to sell?
That's a question for Anthony, but I know that he's going to have the ability to transfer your coin. Once the GCR coin is on the public exchange, Cryptsy and the others, then there is then they will also support transferring GCR coins into your Cryptsy wallet. That's something that will be done by Cryptsy and interfacing with the Global Coin wallet.
Okay, those are the only questions. I know that everything has been on point. Customer service has been stellar, and now we're going to build a fairly strong compliance department. Bob, can you talk about compliance? Because that seems to be where a lot of companies get into trouble.
Yes, it is. It's kind of the, traditionally, marketing and operations of a company are usually at odds with each other. Usually the operations of the company is more conservative and restricting. The marketing usually is more liberal because they're out there pushing, and you've got to find a medium there for those two to work together. Because of the excitement and just the nature of marketing, sometimes things can be stretched a bit. So the compliance is very, very important because it's not really to try to control everyone. Compliance is about protecting your opportunity. We don't want some rogue dealer going out and ruining the opportunity for anyone else. And no matter what you're involved in, there's always a small percentage. If you look at the bell curve, there's always a small percentage on either side of the bell curve, that are going to do extreme things. But we want to protect the mainstream, the two standard deviations on your bell curve, which is the base of the users. It's 97% of the users in a bell curve. You want to protect them. So that's what compliance is about, Linda, and that's about protecting the opportunity for everyone. So we have put in place a compliance department that's doing things like scouring the internet, looking for anything said about GCR, either the coin or the marketing company, and just making sure that information is accurate and not misrepresented, so we can protect the opportunity for our dealers.
Awesome. For those that don't know, there is a Facebook GCR that is run by a social media department, which we have, and they're about to embark on a very large campaign for signups. And I went to the team in the room and asked, how would you like to run this? Because we're all one team and our vote really means something. But for those of you that are new, please join that. We have our own team Facebook that has over 350 members that I post all day long in there. Any updates, anything new, please join that. Get that from your sponsor. We have our own Twitter team that tweets for us. And if you get one and you join it, if you retweet it, it only broadens the exposure of GCR and the branding of the coin. So, you know, it'd be really good for everybody to be involved in our social media, but we do have a department of 3 people who are working 7 days a week for social media. So that to me alone is amazing, because normally a company, you know, it's funny, companies is, okay, we're opening up and we're a networking company, now you go spread the word. You have established, Bob, a team to help us spread the word. So I have to thank you for that, because that's not the norm, and it's very exciting.
Yeah, and we'll put that information up on the Business Resource Center. That should be the main place everyone goes to get any official information from the company. If you go to your back office, and Linda showed you a picture of it, there's one icon that says Business Resources. If you click on that, you'll be able to access in English and in Spanish for most of the documents.
Okay, I'm in my back office now, Bob. I'm going to go to Business Resources. Everyone can see this. And there you go, English and Spanish.
Yeah, so you'll see, matter of fact, the document we were reviewing with you today is that first document in the business section, GCR Strategy. You'll see this is a great one under cryptocurrency, the frequently asked questions about Bitcoin. So go in here and look at this. We'll add to this the information that Linda just shared with you about the different media sites, social media sites, the Facebook, any information we provide. So this should be the main place you go to get any official information. When we do several of the videos that we do, we record those, and we'll put links in the marketing section there. You'll see links to marketing resources and videos that we do. But here's where you should be going for all the information, right in your back office under Business Resources.
Bob, do you post the webinars back here too?
Yes, you'll see in the marketing section there, you'll see several that say video. We had one that we just did recently, Linda, you and I, going into depth on the compensation. So there's a 121.15 your first compensation.
Great.
Video.
And then 12:13, 12:30 was the State of the Union. And I guess once we upgrade, we upload this one, you could do this one too, right?
That's right.
Awesome. Awesome. Bob, there are no more questions, so if you would like to close this meeting out, that would be awesome.
Great, great. Yeah, we want to make sure people stay focused on the long-term strategy, long-term vision we have for the GCR coin. We've taken the GCR coin live. We're in that process right now. We've released the coin. It's on its virtual path to the public exchange right now as we speak. But now our focus has moved beyond that activity, and that is into phase 3. That is, what can we do to provide income opportunities for our dealers to drive commerce transactions with the GCR coin? Everything we do is focused on that objective right there. Provide income opportunities for driving commerce transactions with the GCR coin. That's where our focus is going to be. That's where we want people to be looking at. There'll be great income opportunities in those activities, as well as what you may yield from the value of the GCR coin building. Linda, thank you very much for your help, and thank you for inviting me here on this call. I appreciate everything that you're doing, and really the involvement of the field. We've seen some great response just this week. We had over 500 people, join GCR coin this week in helping us build value in that coin. So for me to you, Linda, thank you, and to our FAB, our Field Advisory Board. They are a key part of everything we're doing. Again, the company's a democracy in itself. We rely on input from the field that's really represented by the Field Advisory Board. So, Linda, thank you, and thank you for doing this call for us.
Thank you. Good night or good morning, everybody. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend.